friends, it's Mr. B back again for Thunderbolt Thursday. No backwards shirts or hats today, just good old Thunderbolt Thursday wear. So I'm wearing my baseball jersey today. A couple weeks ago, I don't know if you saw on the Mild May Facebook page, I actually had my dog Kaylee wearing my hockey jersey, my Thunderbolts Thursday hockey jersey. It was pretty silly. I'm not sure she liked it that much. But today, we are going to do something with some of our numbers that we talked about earlier in the week. So if you saved your numbers from Monday, awesome, you can use them here. If you glued them to a piece of paper, or you lost them, or you only did one number, that's okay, don't worry about it. We can make some new ones, it takes no time at all. But we're gonna do an open number line, okay? Just like we've done with our friend Mrs. Nappersharp a few times. But we're gonna do it in kindergarten and using our numbers a similar way that we used them before, okay? So for this, you're gonna need some string or something like that. You don't need string to hang it, but I'm gonna hang mine. You could do it on the floor, you could do it on a counter, you could do it on a clothes hanger, you could do it wherever you want, but I'm gonna use string. I'm gonna use a little bit of tape to help me out, and I got my scissors to cut my string, and a marker and some paper. All you really need is a marker, a crayon, and some paper. You can do it that way, but I'm gonna hang mine. I'm gonna be a little bit fancier, so I'm gonna use my string and my tape and stuff. So I'm gonna use a little bit extra. So what I'm gonna do is I found a good spot in my house that has two door handles that are really close to each other. So I don't have to tape anything, my string to anything. I can just tie them around the two door handles and then just have my open number line like that. I brought my tape just in case I might need it for something else, but I'm gonna do this with just my string. So I'm going to start my open number line by tying my string onto here, onto this right here. Just a quick little knot that I can take off if I need to open this door a little bit later. There we go. I'll do another one. So this pink string likes to come unraveled and it doesn't like to stay up very well. There we go. That's one side. There, it's not going to fall off. And now I've got to go over to the other side. I'm going to bring my scissors with me. Go to the other side. It needs to be about that long. So I'm going to cut it off there. Now I told nobody to come in the room while I'm doing this, because if they do, it might make my numbers fall. So I'm going to tie up my string over here to make my number line. Gonna wrap it around a couple of times and tie it up. And there we go. So I've got my open number line right here, ready to go. Now, does this look familiar to you? We had one up in the classroom for a little bit, and Mrs. Reiber talked to a few of us about it, and we've been doing it at the front of the stage with Mrs. Nappersharp on our Monday morning assembly. And our open number line just means that we're putting numbers where we think that they might go. There aren't any wrong answers. It's just using our math brains and our thinking to try and decide where some numbers go. Okay? So, if you've got a whole bunch of numbers from Monday already done, already ready to go, you can use those and start putting them on. Or, if you don't, like I don't, I'm gonna make some new numbers with just my paper, and I got my marker here, but a crayon, a pencil, anything like that's gonna work just fine. Now, if you want to have some fun picking numbers, you could use your dice, you could use your playing cards, your deck of cards. I noticed my friends Eli and Lenny had a deck of cards that they had. I noticed my friend Denny had a huge board, a number of the day board that he had that was really neat. So if you've got something like that around, you can use that, or some dice, you can use that. But I'm just going to pick some numbers just out of my head, and I'm going to decide how I'm going to show them. So I'm going to start off with the number 5. I'm going to start off with the number 5, and I'm just going to draw myself a nice big 5 right there. Now, I can cut this out, or I can rip it out. Ripping it out works, but I'm going to cut this out first. I'll rip out the next one. So, my number 5. And I've got my number 5 right here. And I'm going to put it on my open number line. Now, I can tape it up if I want to do that. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to leave a little bit of extra space above here, and I'm just going to fold it like that. See, just a little fold, just like that, so I can hang it, just like that. You see? So you just fold it on top, just a little bit like that, and then you can hang it. So I'm going to put my number 5 right in the middle. I think that's a good spot for my number 5. Okay. Now I'm going to do a 10 frame. I'm going to do a 10 frame because I like 10 frames. I think they're good. I'm going to do a 10 frame. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to put 3 dots in my 10 frame. So that means I have the number 3. You're right, the number 3. So I told you I'm going to rip this one, so I'm going to rip this one. Because if you don't have scissors at home, that's okay. You can always rip it. Sometimes if you fold it first and then rip it, it's a little bit easier. Mom or Dad can help you with that. Now I'm going to fold the top just like I did with my number 5. And if it's a little bit uneven like that, that's okay. Where should I put my 3? Should I put it this side? Should I put it this side? I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it there. Okay? I got my 3 in my 10 frames there. I got my number 5 there. Okay. So now I'm going to do a different number. And I keep working on my paper here. You know what? I really like the number 100. 100. So I'm going to draw our hundreds chart. Do you remember when we got to 100 days of school? That was really cool. So I'm going to do my hundreds chart. And I'm just going to put in some lines. Doesn't have to be perfect. But just like this. I'm going to rip this one too. So drew my little hundreds chart. And I've got, if you can see there, right at the bottom corner, a 1, a 0, 0. That is 100. So I'm going to put the 100, should I put it here? No, I'm going to put it there. Should I put it here? No, I'm not going to put it there. I'm going to put it there. Is that where you would have put it? Why do you think I put my 100 there, and I've got my 5 and my 3? Why do you think I did that? I don't know. You might do it slightly differently, and that's okay. So I'm going to do a couple more numbers. I'm going to do one with fingers. I'm going to do 10 fingers. 5 and 10 fingers. So I'm going to draw 2 hands holding up all their fingers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a thumb makes 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and a thumb makes 5 again. So 5 and 10, 10 fingers. So I'm going to rip that. Didn't fold it that time, just used ripped. But there we have 10 fingers up. So I'm going to fold that top. And if it's not perfectly even, that's okay. That's not what I'm worried about. Now, where should I put my 10 fingers? Should it go here? Should it go here? Should it go here? Should it go here? And the nice thing about open number lines is I can move stuff around if I think I want to change stuff. So I'm going to put my 10 fingers here, but I think I might move my 5 a little bit. Maybe I'll move my 5 there. Does that make sense to you? You think it's a good spot for it? I like it there. You might not. You might have a different idea. Let me know. Alright, I'm going to do one more number. I've got 3, I've got 5, I've got 10, I've got 100. I'm going to do tally marks. I'm going to do, count it with me. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, close the gate. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm closing the gate every 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close the gate, so that's 5, 10, 15. And another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close the gate, so 5, 10, 15, 20. So I did 20 right there. So I'm gonna rip that paper off. And I'm gonna fold the top. All right. Now I've got 20 in tally marks. Now where should that go, you think? Well, I don't think it should go over here. I guess it could, maybe. I don't think it should go. Should it go between the 3 and the 5? Does that make sense? I'm not sure. Between the 5 and the 10, is that where 20 goes? I'm going to put it between the 10 and the 100. I think that's where 20 goes on my number line. I think that makes sense to me. Now, if I'm doing that, I might want to move my 100 further down, maybe? Maybe I want to spread them out? I don't know. Maybe. But that's what I want to do for my number line. So, I did 5 numbers. I want you to do at least 5 numbers, but I'd like you to do 10 different numbers if you can. And showing them all kinds of different ways is even better. That's awesome if you can do that. Okay, so I want you to try 10 different numbers, and I want you to try an open number line like this. You can move things around and swap it up and change it and that sort of stuff. And if you've got a brother or a sister or somebody else at home, even mom and dad or grandma, grandpa, when you're done your open number line, show it to them and say, hey, do you agree? Do you think this is the way we should do my open number line, or do you think we should change it? And after you take a picture of it, you could take them all off and then give them to somebody else and say, hey, how do you think they should all be done? And watch them put the numbers on and see if you agree with the way they did it or not. You might not. You might be looking at mine right now and think, well, that's all wrong, Mr. Bond. I do it completely differently. And that's okay. I want to hear what you're thinking, and I want to see what you tried and see what you did, okay? So, take a picture of it. You can put it on the discussion forum if you want, so we can all take a look at your open number line. If you want to take a little video of you explaining why you did it the way you did, you could do that too. That's really cool. Just click the add video note on the little play button, and you can record a video, and you could show us what you think the right way to do these are. You could even do the numbers I did, and maybe you want to do it differently. I don't know. Whatever makes sense to you with your math brain. So we're trying to get our math brains working today with our open number line. All right, sound good? Happy Thunderbolt Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.